Hi, it's Ash from the Pest podcast, and I thought it'd be cool if we went through some termite damage today because a lot of people are not aware of what termite damage actually looks like. So it'd be cool to get a few photos, a couple of videos, just to show you what it looks like. Most of the time it's pretty obvious, but it's good to see some subtle signs of infestation of termites in your home or property. So let's get right into it, eh? I'm just going to be looking at the photos as we go along with you. So there you can see damage in the floor. The varnish has been affected underneath. Here you can see a termite moving through underneath the actual varnish. It's only about half a centimetre wide there. That termite is about 3 mils long. It's quite small. You can see just the size of the damage in relation to a set of keys. It's only a few inches, a few centimetres, so it's a good thing to spot early before it gets bigger. There's an obvious sign of termite infestation with the big log there, so you're going to see stuff like that outside whenever you do an inspection. There's termites themselves, what they actually look like. That's soft-bodied workers there. Soldiers have darker heads. That's actually an Nasudi termite. He's got a pointy nose. They usually don't attack your houses. They're West Australian mound building termites that usually likes grasses. There's more subtle termite damage there. You can see it's been painted over and varnished in a door frame. Now I found that in an inspection for sale, and there's more termite damage that's been covered up in the flooring there. You can see it's been puttied up. Quite obvious. That sort of damage is termite damage. That is not termite damage, that's wood borers. So you can see the striations are quite wide and round and not very deep, as compared to termite damage, which is a deeper, you can see deeper, sharper grooves, a lot more defined, thinner. Borers usually wider and thicker and flatter. So there's a termite worker. You can see the wood in its bum there. Soldiers usually have dark heads. They're only about 2-3 mils long. Depending on the size of termite is how we identify them. So these here are Coptotermes termites. There's another worker termite there working in the wood. This is under the ground. You can see on the wall there the mud built up. That's been broken down over time. That's termite damage to the back of a cupboard there. The little tiny line's about 2-3 mils. That is not termite damage. That is actually spider webs with dirt stuck in it. I had to get up on a ladder to check it real close, but to me that looked like termite damage from down below. So good thing to be aware of. That's obvious termite damage, big massive clump. There's a lot of termites and a large section of the nest is not too far away from there. They've been there a while, you can tell. That's been scraped off the wall in the garage. You can see they've come up the pier. It's a three-dimensional thing in the masonry there, and the little spotted dots on the mudding at the back is a giveaway for termites. That's termites coming up from a wooden door frame. You can see they've only been there for a week. The darker mud tubing indicates it's recent. That's on the other side. That's probably a few days old to a few weeks old. That's very small termites that have come out and scouted from inside the masonry. That's termites in a door frame, very small, and it's been covered up. I'm just giving you lots of examples. You see, that's obvious termite damage. If you can't spot that, you're in big trouble. That's one of the big ones that we've done over time. That's the whole floor, unfortunately. That's a smaller under a subfloor. You can see that's the width of a nail, and that entry point, that little tiny entry point is what did the damage above. So that one little straw is what did the damage to the flooring above. That's a queen termite. That's a queen alate. You can see that have even sized wings. They have 4 wings, 2 pairs of wings, and they're both even. You can see the 2 pairs of wings there, even. The word termites, the actual Latin word for termites means even winged, and that's how we spot them. You can see another termite moving underneath the varnish there. The difference between ant queens and queen termites is ants have uneven wing size. So you've got a blank page there. That's the end of it. It's just replaying through. But yeah, ants have uneven wing sizes and termites have even wing sizes, and ants fly a lot better than termite queens. Termite queens are very bad flyers. They use the wind and height and momentum, I guess, to propel them forward. They're not really designed to fly. They're more designed to get away from the nest, and then they actually drop their wings. Their wings fall off them, and they'll pair up in pairs, and they'll go off and try and find a suitable spot underground. Now, I'd say 99% of those couples die off within the first 5 years that it takes to set up a colony, but It's good to know where queen termites are flying from. They usually come from a hole in the ground. It's called a flight cut. So it could be in a tree, a little flight cut in a tree, or a flight cut in the ground. Basically a hole in the paving is the way most people see it. Or in a warmer winter's day when it's a bit wet, you start flying out in their thousands. Especially when I was up in Kalamunda one time, I was flying through and it was coming right down the hills, about 10 kilometres of termite queens all the way down, and most of them would of course get eaten by birds and taken out by the environment and their predators, but there's still millions of flying termites. It's quite a sight to see, especially in West Australia. It made the news quite a few times. So you've seen termite damage, you know what to look for now. Most of the times it's pretty obvious. You're looking for termites in the back of your bathroom cabinet or underneath your kitchen cabinet, mainly in the garage and sheds, or outside. If you can stop them before we get to the house, it's a good way to do it. But other than that, I guess you've seen what termites look like now. So any problems, you can give us a call on 0430099430. Otherwise, you can check us out online at antipesto@westnet.com.au on the email. Otherwise, we've got our website, of course. But that's Ash for the Pest Podcast, just showing you a bit of termite damage, and I'll speak to you next time. Hey.